Craig resident charged with break-and-enter and larceny. Adam Downs, a 31-year-old mason from Craig Old Road, was arrested on July 10, 2025, by a police officer from the Ruimveldt police station. He has since been charged with break-and-enter and larceny, an offense in violation of Section 229A of the Criminal Law Offences Act, Chapter 801. Downs appeared in the Diamond/Golden Grove Magistrate Court before His Worship Magistrate Dylan Bess, where the charge was presented. During the proceedings, summary disposal was applied, and Downs pleaded not guilty. Consequently, he was granted bail in the amount of $1 million. The case has been adjourned to August 7, 2025. The charges stem from an incident involving Andre Crowder, which occurred on June 11, 2025, at the New Migrant Scheme, Providence, East Bank Demerara. Further details regarding the case are expected to unfold as the court date approaches. GDF confirms 7 political parties for upcoming elections. News source Guyana reports, the Guyana Elections Commission (GDF) has announced that 7 political parties have successfully submitted their lists of candidates for the upcoming elections. This follows a prior submission of political symbols from 21 parties, with only 7 advancing to nomination day. Chief Election Officer, CEO, Vishnu Persad reported that the nomination process was executed smoothly, allowing each party the opportunity to submit their lists for approval. Now that the lists are in, the Election Secretariat will begin processing and encoding them, Persad stated. Parties will be contacted on Tuesday regarding any potential issues with their submitted lists, with a deadline to rectify these issues by the following day. We are required to process these lists to ensure they meet statutory requirements. If they don't, they will have the opportunity to correct any defects, he explained. Contestant parties could submit 3 separate lists: the geographical constituencies lists, the national top-up lists, and the regional Democratic Council lists. However, to qualify for a seat in the National Assembly, parties must contest a minimum of 6 geographical constituencies, submitting both the geographical constituencies list and the national top-up list. Each list must include names of registered electors eligible for election and must be signed by between 150 and 175 nominators for each geographical constituency. The CEO emphasized the importance of compliance. Nominators must be registered as electors and cannot be on another list or have signed for more than one list. The Election Secretariat is expected to complete the processing of these lists, with the 7-member Election Commission, led by Justice Rudder Claudette Singh, set to give approval by Friday. Once approved, the Election Secretariat will begin printing ballots and other electoral materials in preparation for the September 1st elections. We are moving to the designing of the ballot papers, which will be printed overseas while we handle logistical preparations, Persad noted. The discipline services will cast their ballots 10 days prior to the general elections. Persad expressed confidence that all systems are in place for a free and fair electoral process, anticipating preliminary results to be available by the night of the election. Shazam Ally announces candidacy for PPP/C in 2025 elections. In a heartfelt announcement on Facebook, Shazam Ally expressed his deep honor at being selected as a candidate for the People's Progressive Party/Civic, PPP/C, in the upcoming 2025 general and regional elections. Ally emphasized the significance of this moment, particularly as Guyana is recognized as the world's fastest-growing economy. This is a critical moment in our country's journey, he stated, highlighting the transformative leadership of President Irfan Ali, under which Guyana is experiencing substantial progress in various sectors, including infrastructure, education, healthcare, and digital advancement. With over 70 years of history, the PPP/C has been a staunch advocate for justice, unity, and national development, a legacy Ally is proud to uphold. He pledged to embody the values of service, inclusivity, and development that the party represents, vowing to work for every Guyanese, regardless of their background or region. I am ready to ensure that this nation's wealth and growth benefit everyone, from the coast to the hinterland, Ally affirmed, expressing his commitment to nation-building as he steps into this pivotal role. As the election approaches, Ally aims to contribute meaningfully to the ongoing development of Guyana and its people. Former Mayor Ubridge Noreen criticizes GDF for political bias. Former Mayor of Georgetown, PT Ubridge Noreen, expressed serious concerns regarding perceived political bias within the Guyana Defense Force, GDF, in a statement shared via Facebook on July 12, 2025. Noreen noted his dismay at the involvement of two reserve officers, Dr. Mahendra Karpan and Dr. Erica Forte, who have participated openly in the political activities of the People's Progressive Party, PPP. While he acknowledged the right of individuals to support political parties, he questioned the fairness of the GDF's actions. I was dismissed from my position as a reserve officer in December 2022, without explanation, without due process, and with complete disregard for fairness, Noreen stated. He highlighted the disparity in treatment between his case and that of other reserve officers, who appear to face no repercussions for their political engagement. Noreen's dismissal, which he describes as unjust, raises concerns about the integrity and impartiality of the GDF. Why is political involvement punished in some cases but rewarded in others, depending on who you support? He asked, emphasizing the need for justice and fairness within national institutions. The former mayor called upon Chief of Defense Staff Brigadier General Omar Khan to address these inconsistencies and restore public confidence in the GDF as a neutral body serving all Guyanese. This is not just about me, it is about justice, fairness, and the erosion of trust in our national institutions, Noreen asserted. As the situation unfolds, the GDF has yet to respond to Noreen's allegations. The ongoing discourse raises critical questions about the role of military institutions in the political landscape of Guyana. Terence Campbell among APNU candidates for September 1st elections. Businessman Terence Campbell has been confirmed as a candidate for a Partnership for National Unity, APNU, which was the first political party to submit its list for the upcoming general and regional elections on September 1, 2025. APNU is one of 22 parties contesting these elections. APNU leader Aubrey Norton highlighted the party's strong lineup, noting that it features a significant number of young individuals who are well-versed in politics. We have a strong team. I believe we have the best team on the list, Norton stated to the media following the submission of the party's candidate list. In addition to Terence Campbell, the APNU list includes notable figures such as attorney Dr. Dexter Todd, former Deputy Commissioner of Police Paul Williams, and businessman Saiku Andrews. Norton described the list as well-balanced, emphasizing the inclusion of candidates who understand the political landscape. Our support is intact, Norton affirmed, expressing confidence in the party's grassroots engagement. I feel energized. Our support base has been activated. We don't have to pay anybody to come here. Everyone that is here on their own free will, he added. Accompanying Norton were APNU Prime Ministerial candidate Juritha Fernandez and Vice Presidential hopeful Ganesh Mahapal. When asked about her readiness for the role, Fernandez remarked that it is one she has prepared for the majority of her life. As the elections draw near, APNU's leadership is focused on mobilizing support and solidifying their position in the political arena. GCOM anticipates election results by September 2nd. Newsroom reports. Chief Elections Officer Vishnu Prasad announced on Monday that, barring any major delays or requests for recounts, the results of the September 1st general and regional elections should be available by the night of September 2nd, with an official declaration expected the following day. During a media briefing at the conclusion of Nomination Day activities at Guyana, Prasad confirmed that the Guyana Elections Commission (GCOM) is on track for timely declarations at the district level. We are earmarked to have declarations done by the night of the day after elections, he stated. Once the district-level declarations are completed on Tuesday evening, it will establish who the winner of the elections is, paving the way for an official declaration of the results on Wednesday. A total of 7 political parties have submitted their lists of candidates for the elections, including the People's Progressive Party, PPP, Alliance for Change, AFC, a Partnership for National Unity, APNU, and newcomer We Invest in Nationhood, WIN. Prasad reassured the public that GCOM staff are well-trained and prepared for the electoral process. Several international observation missions are already in place to monitor the elections. To enhance transparency during the vote tabulation process, security measures have been implemented. Prasad noted that the lists of contesting parties will be posted outside his office, and once the statement of polls, SOPs, are processed, they will be made available on GCOM's website. This means results can be known even before we declare it because you can be sitting in your sitting room and doing your own tabulation, he explained. Prasad also emphasized that if a recount is necessary, it would delay the overall timeline for the declaration. If there is not, I think by the second day after elections we should have a national declaration, he concluded. AFC leader Nigel Hughes declares party ready for independent contest in elections. In a bold declaration, Presidential Hopeful and Alliance for Change, AFC, leader Nigel Hughes announced today that the AFC is back and prepared to contest the upcoming general and regional elections as an independent party. Speaking to reporters just before submitting the party's list of candidates to the Guyana Elections Commission (GCOM) at the Umanayana, Hughes emphasized the party's renewed vigor and widespread support across all 10 electoral districts. We are contesting in all 10 regions, in all 3 categories. The AFC is back. This is the AFC of 2011, and we are running alone and we stand or fall by the results that we get, Hughes stated, highlighting that the party is oversubscribed in almost every region. This marks the first time in a decade that the AFC will participate independently in the elections, having previously contested the 2015 and 2020 elections as part of a coalition with a Partnership for National Unity, APNU. Negotiations for a coalition this year fell through, prompting the AFC to move forward on its own. Hughes noted the party's commitment to gender representation, revealing that nearly 50% of their candidate list comprises women. Anytime I am blessed to be elected as president, 50% of my cabinet will be women, 50% and above, he affirmed. Among the notable candidates on the AFC's list are businesswoman Carrie Gravazanda and former Minister Jaipal Sharma. While the party has not yet announced its prime ministerial candidate, Hughes indicated that the candidate, likely a woman, will be revealed later this week, following the party's constitutional selection process. Hughes also took the opportunity to criticize GCOM, accusing the commission of unfair practices. He expressed hope for improvements in their conduct ahead of the elections. I do hope GCOM changes its conduct from being unfair to at least having some semblance of fairness, he said, referencing a recent decision by GCOM that was reportedly altered after communication from a member of the People's Progressive Party, PPP. Additionally, Hughes called for the AFC's scrutineers to be present during the encoding of candidate names to ensure transparency, stating that the AFC has faced significant discrimination but remains steadfast as it prepares for the September 1st elections. PPP asserts confidence in winning candidate list for upcoming elections. The governing People's Progressive Party, PPP, has expressed unwavering confidence in its candidate list for the upcoming elections, declaring itself fully energized and prepared for the September polls. The party was the second to submit its list during the nomination day process this morning. Among the new names on the PPP's list are former Guyana Teachers Union President Dr. Mark Light, renowned cardiologist Dr. Mahendra Karpan, Liberty and Justice Party founder Lennox Schumann, former leader of the New Movement Dr. Asha Kisun, and University of Guyana lecturer Dr. Kofi Dalrymple. Additionally, former PNCR members James Bond, Geeta Chandan Edmond, and Thandi McAllister are included. After submitting the list, President Irfan Ali highlighted the blend of experience and youth represented in the candidates. The winning list is not just about the list, it is about performance, he stated, emphasizing the PPP's commitment to inclusivity and representation across various sectors. We bring together all of Guyana. That is why we are so efficient and results-driven. President Ali confirmed that the PPP would campaign on its record over the past 5 years, showcasing its achievements and plans for the future. General Secretary of the PPP, Vice President Bharat Jagdeo, added that the party's track record sets it apart from other contenders. The People's Progressive Party has a demonstrative track record of laying out well-laid sustainable plans and implementing those, he noted, underscoring the party's clear vision for the future. Jagdeo also asserted that the PPP aims for a clear majority in the upcoming elections, pointing out that 27 candidates on their list are under the age of 25. He dismissed the chances of rival parties to unseat the PPP, providing a critical assessment of their leadership capabilities. Forget the policy. If you are choosing just on experience, Norton has never managed anything. This is why this is a winning list, he remarked. President Ali corroborated Jagdeo's sentiments, indicating that the PPP has made a deliberate effort to cultivate the next generation of leaders through its candidate selections. While the party leaders exude confidence, they also urge supporters to remain vigilant and actively rally around the party as election day approaches, cautioning against complacency. We invest in Nationhood Party to contest all 10 regions in maiden elections. News source Guyana reports, the newly formed We Invest in Nationhood, WIN, party, led by billionaire businessman Rudder Mohammed, is set to contest the upcoming elections across all 10 administrative regions. Mohammed, accompanied by a wave of supporters clad in the party's royal blue colors, submitted his list of candidates this afternoon, expressing confidence in the party's performance. In a statement to reporters after the submission, Mohammed emphasized that his recent listening tour across the country shaped the party's policies and priorities. I have traveled the length and breadth of this country, and I listened to the concerns of tens of thousands of my fellow Guyanese brothers and sisters, he said, indicating that this feedback would inform the party's policy framework, which will be revealed soon. The WIN candidate list includes several notable figures, such as former APNU plus AFC members of Parliament Dawn Hastings-Williams, Natasha Singh, and Tabitha Sarabohali, as well as ANUG leader Dr. Mark France and former AFC member Mark Goring. Additionally, former GCOM official Duarte Hetzberger, who was dismissed from the commission over 3 years ago, is also a candidate. While Mohammed was pressed for details regarding specific party policies, he mentioned that a full manifesto would be forthcoming. He underscored his commitment to investing in the people, stating, "Every sector in this country is rotten. We will invest in the people." 59 years and no electricity, no water, and housing. Despite facing U.S. sanctions imposed by the Treasury Department against him, his father, their businesses, and government official May Thomas, Mohammed expressed confidence that these issues would not impede his electoral chances. "The sanctions matter when it comes to my businesses, but I don't believe they will hinder my ability to run for office," he stated. Mohammed criticized the incumbent government, alleging that it is the current administration that poses risks to the country. He dismissed accusations of ties to the Venezuelan government, claiming that the government is misusing taxpayer money to propagate such narratives. As the elections approach, Mohammed pledged to continue his outreach efforts, aiming to represent the voices of citizens nationwide. The WIN party is positioning itself as a fresh alternative in Guyana's political landscape, particularly appealing to younger voters. John Walker Rudder celebrates 103rd birthday surrounded by family and friends. John Walker Rudder, born July 12, 1922, celebrated his remarkable 103rd birthday on Saturday in the company of family and a small group of church members. The centenarian, a beloved figure in his community, was honored with heartfelt tributes reflecting his inspiring life and longevity. Rudder grew up in the village of Korthbarat, one of 10 siblings, all of whom he has outlived. His resilience and enduring spirit are frequently mentioned in conversations among both the young and old in Islington, where he has become a symbol of strength and perseverance. In his younger years, Rudder dedicated himself to farming, working diligently to provide for his family. He later took on cane harvesting at the Providence estate, eventually becoming a watchman at the same estate, showcasing his strong work ethic and commitment to his community. At 103, Rudder is a father to 7 children and shares a modest home with his wife, Margaret Haynes Rudder, who is 95 years old. The couple has celebrated an astonishing 70 years of marriage, a testament to their enduring love and partnership. Despite his age, Rudder remains remarkably active, able to shuffle on his own and maintain a sharp vision that surpasses many much younger than him. He attributes his longevity and well-being to God. A devout Seventh-day Adventist, Rudder actively participates in Bible studies, welcoming visitors who seek his wisdom. His voice, though quieter with age, retains clarity, and his insights are as coherent as those of a seasoned lawyer. As he reflects on a century of life, John Walker Rudder continues to inspire those around him, embodying the strength of character and faith that defines his remarkable journey.